Hello guys, welcome to Forex with Ntombi. I am your host, Ntombi Malatsi. I am a Forex trader, I'm a Forex teacher, a Forex blogger, a podcaster, a Forex mentor and a coach. I started doing this way back in 2009 and you can imagine all the things and the challenges that I've been through. I then decided to start this podcast so that I can share practical and realistic, information regarding trading psychology. So please feel free to check out my previous episodes, especially the first episode, which is all about introduction. Then you can also understand what this podcast is all about and what to expect from it. So I welcome you to Forex with Ntombi. Hey there, residents of Forex with Ntombi. Thank you so much for tuning in again today. And as promised, I'm going to try and do my best and do as much as I can. So today I'm back again with yet another episode. I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys are taking care of yourself. Like I always ask you to take care of yourself. So I'm also doing my bit. I'm trying my own means to take care of myself. We live in crazy times and we need to prioritize our health and stuff. So today I want us to talk about greed. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing my podcast. Thank you for feedback. Thank you for listening, and it means a lot to me because I don't think it's nice to just speak to yourself or talk to yourself. I'm just happy that I know that if I make a podcast, you guys are here to listen to it, and thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. So let's talk about greed. Let's talk about greed. This is a number one killer. A lot of people are losing money. I always say this, a lot of people are losing money in the markets mainly because they cannot control ourselves. So for the sake of this podcast, I'm also just going to say because we cannot control ourselves, but the truth is I can control myself. I've been there, done that. I can control myself now, but just so that I sound polite, I'm just going to say we. Even though I know that I can control myself now. Because I've been doing this for quite some time and definitely I have learned, a lot. Learned the hard way. It's been a very long and rocky journey, but then I'm glad that I never gave up. And if I did give up, I wouldn't be here today sharing this information with you. So let's talk about greed today. What is greed? I'm just going to give you a definition, from Google. What exactly do they say about greed? Then I'm going to expand on that and just talk about how does greed start and or what is it that you can do to avoid it, because it is something that can be avoided. This podcast is all about trading psychology. Trading psychology, like I always say, to me, it is not a PDF file that I would give to you to read. And trading psychology, to me, it is our day-to-day behavior in the markets. If we can learn to behave better, guess what? We can definitely do better. You see, I'm saying we again because wow, we're in this together. So what exactly is greed? According to the definition from Google, greed is a selfish want for something beyond one's need. You are probably saying, are you saying don't be greedy if you want more money? Definitely not. But remember, everything starts in the mind. So if you fix things up in your mind up there, then you are likely to win, in any area of your life. Start in the mind, because if you start there and you win the battle there, you are likely to win, in the actual challenge, which is greed today. So it is all about wanting more than you can, more than what you need. That's how they describe greed. So when it comes to money, I personally cannot say, no, I have enough money now, I don't want more money. I don't know anyone who can, I've never met anyone who can say, I don't want any more money. That is why even billionaires, they keep on, pushing and getting more money, because the more money you have bigger goals, you have bigger dreams, and, you always just want more money. So this definition, but we are definitely going to use it because, like I said, we need to win this battle in our minds. So if you want to make more money in your Forex account, that's okay, but you just need to be careful on how you go about doing it. I've done a lot of episodes here, and also how to grow a smaller trading account. You can check that one out in case you are starting small and you are expecting your account to buy you a Ferrari. You can check that one out so that you can learn how to grow your account and create a better trading environment for yourself, so that you don't find yourself being caught up in greed. But greed, it is a challenge for those people who are trading with smaller accounts. It is not only for smaller account holders and those people who are trading with bigger amounts. We all get caught up in, a greed of some sort, because it is a challenge for everybody. So like I said, I'm going to share a few things that you can do to overcome your greed. Of course, it differs from one person to another, but it is something that we can all overcome. So I don't know how you trade, so I'm just going to assume that you are not a random person, doing random trading. I'm going to assume that you trade because you understand why you should trade, which then makes it easier for you to plan for your trades. But let's talk about how greed starts, and then I can share what is it that you can do. Greed usually starts with envy. This is like specifically, with forex trading. It usually starts with envy, because people will look at other people and what they trade, and of course they look up for these things on the internet, and they are everywhere. People will look at how much people are making, and they will then envy that. Of course, everyone wants to have more money, so greed starts with envy. Then it proceeds to greed. When you get to the state where you are now greedy, you actually don't care, what you do to get to that amount that is in your head. And once you start being greedy, it is very difficult to even follow your own plan. Like I said, I'm assuming that you are not just doing a random trading, but you do have a trading plan that you are following. It becomes difficult for you to even follow your plan, because if you have a plan, drafting a plan is always easy, but following it is a challenge. So that is why you need to make sure that anything that is distracting you, you eliminate it, so that you don't get distracted, because you can easily be distracted, by what other people are doing, especially if you are looking at other people and you are kind of like envying them, and you're like, oh, it looks like they are making more money. You also need to think about the state of your account. Okay, what is it that you can do to avoid being greedy? I'm just going to share 2 things, or 3, but maybe 2, so that I keep this short, because I have a lot of work to do today. So, number 1, accept your account as it is. Accept it as it is. So, of course, there are a lot of other things that you will need to do for you to get to the state where you can now accept your account for what it is. It also comes with understanding that if you have this much amount in your account, this is what you can trade, this is what you cannot trade. Believe me, MT4 can allow you to trade just about anything. But if you have an understanding of how much do you have, can you afford to trade these type of instruments, or maybe just stick to currencies for now, then maybe when you have more money, then you can expand and, trade other currencies. Like I always say, if you have more money, you have more choices. Money gives you choices. It gives us choices. So when you have more money, you also have more choices. Like you can choose from different, types of instruments. You are not only restricted to trading currencies. So you need to start by accepting your account as it is. Let's say your account has got $500. Let me not say $500, because like I said last time, most people would just say, I want to start with $150. So let me just say your account has got $150. You need to understand what this account is capable of. There's a saying that goes like, if you take a 2-liter bottle and try to fit in like a 5-liter of water, it is not going to fit, because obviously you have a 2-liter bottle. If you try to pour from a 5-liter, a lot of water is going to be wasted, because you cannot fit 5 liter of water into a 2-liter of bottle. It's just impossible. Another example that I can make, if you are you just ate food. Of course, guys, I'm going to talk about food. If you just ate a plate of food now and you are full, you just ate, like now, guys, I just ate my breakfast. If you give me food now and say, don't be eat again, no matter how much I want to eat that food, my stomach cannot take it because it's full. You cannot force someone who just ate food to eat again. If you are forcing someone, or if someone just ate food and they are forcing themselves to eat again, they are definitely greedy, because the stomach is saying, no, let's close now. I've got this favorite saying of asking, like asking people, when is your stomach closing? My stomach closes at 6 every day. After 6 o'clock, my stomach is closed, meaning I'm not eating anything after 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. That's when my stomach is closing. And my stomach is so used to that. It is full at that time. I cannot put in more food because I'm full. So it's the same with the trading account. If your trading account has got 150, you cannot now try to make it perform miracles and do stuff that $5,000 account can do. It can't, because it can only go as, it can only do so much. You cannot force it to kind of like do stuff that a $5,000 account can do. It can't. So you also need to understand your account. I'm not sure why I spoke about food, but guys, I just did. You need to understand your account, accept it as it is or for what it is. If you happen to know someone who is trading with $5,000, they're just not in your league. I mean, I don't mean this in a bad way, but they're just not in your league, which is why I always say purchasing signals is dangerous, because when you buy signals, no one tells you about volume. They will just send you signals. Whether you have $100, I used to buy a lot of signals. I think I did a podcast on how I started and my experience on paid signals. There's nothing wrong with those people who are selling signals. They are, it's their extra income. They are selling signals. And it is not their job to teach you how much volume must you trade. It is not their job to find out how much money do you have. Their job is to provide you with a trading signal. So when you are using trading signals and you have no idea of what your account is capable of, you are definitely just to take everything as is and trade instruments that are actually more expensive for your $100 account. So if you understand your account and what it is capable of, you are then going to run this account or manage this account as you should. And you are not going to be greedy, because of course you are understanding your own account. But before you can get to that state where you are able to look at your account and understand it for what it is, you will have to do a lot of personal work. Doing a lot of personal work include understanding your account, that if you have a trading account, it is not just a cash cow machine. Your trading account is not a casino slot. Your trading account, treat it as a business, treat it as an investment. Also, just look out for those episodes here. I did an episode on that, how you view your account will then determine your outcome, or something like that. You just look for that episode. If you have to start there, This is all about mindset. It is all about mindset, which is why if you can work it out in your mind, change your mindset, shift your mindset, anything else is possible. For someone who hasn't shifted their mindset, they will probably think I'm just babbling, I'm just like, talking crap, and I don't know what I'm talking about because they can't do this. But if you have shifted your mind and you are looking at your account, you are treating it as a business or you are treating it as an investment, you will then understand that this account is capable of doing 1, 2, 3. Cannot push it this far because it might not make it. You will understand those things. But that's one thing that you can do. You can just accept your account for what it is. Number 2, before you start your trading day, again, I am assuming that you are not just doing random trading. Okay, let me just explain a bit, what is it that I mean when I say no random trading. Random trade, a lot of people think that they cannot, learn how to trade, because a lot of people come to me, then they're like, I want to learn how to trade, but I don't think I'll have time to just sit in front of my computer the whole day. You don't have to sit in front of your computer the whole day reading charts. It is unnecessary. You can plan for your trades, but of course, since this is my podcast, so I'm just going to assume that everybody trades like me, where I actually plan for my trades. Like today, I'm only trading at 5 p.m. I'm not going to bother myself looking at charts during the day. During the day, I am awesome somewhere else. I'm doing other things, and I'm awesome here making this podcast for you, making this episode for you, recording this episode, because everything is pre-planned. So it makes my life easier, my trading life easier, because I don't have to be glued to my screen the whole day. And I used to be glued to my screen the whole day and the whole night. I'm not exaggerating. The whole day and the whole night babysitting trades. It was one uncomfortable thing that I've ever, done in my life. And it messed up with my family life and myself as well. I was like forever grumpy. So you will need to understand your account for what it is, and understand that you are not supposed, or you are not required to just sit in front of your computer, the whole day. So let's say you are like me and you are only trading at 5 p.m. today. Like I am trading at 5 p.m. today. I'm waiting for Bank of Canada to release those stats, then I would see if I can trade. So because my trading is planned, is pre-planned, I'm then waiting for that time. So when the time comes, this is something that you can do. If you are still doing random trading, it is going to be impossible for you to plan around it, because if you are doing random trading, you are basically waking up in the morning and, fish for opportunities and trading opportunities and wait for setups the whole day. You are doing a lot of studying. Then your life kind of like stops, which is what most people think trading is all about. Trading is all about, you just stay glued to your charts. So now, number 2, the second thing that you can do to overcome greed is to pay attention to your targets. Another one that most people do not understand when I say it. When I say to people, I teach this to my mentees and also to myself, you need to have your daily targets. Setting up a daily target, weekly target, monthly target, it is not about limiting yourself. It is about teaching yourself discipline, because you are likely to perform better if you are working in a structured environment. You are like, that is why, your boss, they give you a nice office, because they are trying to create a nice environment for you to be able to perform well, in the workplace. So it's the same thing. You create that environment. You create that environment where you are able to perform well. So setting up daily targets is one of the things that I teach people to do, because if you do that, you are kind of like creating a structure. Number 1, you have already created a structure by not, participating in random trading. Number 2, you have your targets. And of course, if let's say you have set up your daily targets, when you start your trading session, like I said, I'm assuming you are not doing random trading. It's 5 o'clock like me today. My trading day is about to start. Then I start trading. How much is my daily target? I look at that. Then when I do the first trade, second trade, or whatever trades that I do, I keep on checking how far am I from my daily target. This is going to teach you, it has taught me discipline. It is going to teach you discipline. Then as soon as you reach your daily target, it is hard to, that's another thing that makes people to lose money. People make money sometimes and they give it all back. You sit in front of your computer the whole day since morning, fishing for trading opportunities. You make money, you are excited. Maybe you are even posting these on social media and you are taking screenshots, and by the end of the day, all the money that you were bragging about, let me just not use the word brag, all the money that you were posting on social media is gone, because you have just given it back to the market plus interest, because you are greedy. But like I said, you are trying to create a better environment for yourself, So by doing so, you are sweeping everything that is distracting you. You implement, some principles like this one that I'm sharing, you focus on your daily target. Once your daily target is reached, you can still see trading opportunities, but you are teaching yourself discipline. Just like, guys, if you are trying to lose weight, here I go again talking about food. If you are trying to lose weight, it doesn't mean that just because today you have decided that you want to lose 10 kilos, you are going to wake up tomorrow morning and you don't have cravings for ice cream. You are going to wake up and still crave ice cream, but you will have to discipline yourself and say, no, I'm not eating ice cream. You know what I like to say? Because what you eat today, guess what? You are going to wear tomorrow. What you eat today, you're going to wear tomorrow. That's the sad truth. So because you do have that in your mind that no, I'm trying to discipline myself, I'm not going to eat ice cream, but it doesn't mean that the craving is going to go away. So when you are trading and you are focusing on your daily target, it doesn't mean that you are not going to feel that edge to go back again, but you are going to feel that edge. Then you are going to think about your why. Then you're going to say, no, I'm walking away. Then you close your computer, you walk away, you go and you are somewhere else, because you don't have to spend all your hours, just looking at the computer. Then you go away, you walk away, and you become awesome somewhere else. That's what you do. So that is the second thing that you can implement. You can implement this second one by making sure that you walk away once your target is reached. You walk away. You don't just sit. Even though you can still see trading opportunities, just like a bowl of ice cream, it is there in front of you, but you want to eat it. You know what's going to happen if you eat it. Do you want to just trade more? You know what could happen. So preserve what you've already made, keep what you've already made, and close your laptop and go and be awesome somewhere else. So I just shared two things. So you guys can do better. I know you can. Make sure that when you start your trading year in 2022, you try to implement these. I promise you, they actually do work. You can try these tips and implement it in your trading. They actually do work. So 2 things that I shared today. Number 1, to avoid greed. Accept your account for what it is. Don't envy other people's accounts. Accept yours for what it is. Understand what it is capable of doing. Number 2, you are now sweeping everything. There are a lot of things that I can share, but unfortunately, I cannot share them, over one voice note. Not a voice note, over one episode. But these are the things that I share more in detail with, of course, my mentees. So if you need me to hold you by hand, maybe you need to start trading, you can just send me a WhatsApp. Let's see how I can assist you. But of course, you will have to get the premium content where I can actually teach you, mentor, and coach you. But thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this episode helps so you can implement these and give me feedback if you have implemented some of the things that I have shared. It is always nice to get feedback. It is always nice to get your voice notes, your text messages. You just don't send an email because it's not instant. Also, try not to send me a message on Facebook Messenger because I don't see those messages. The best way to communicate with me, if you want me to just talk to you instantly, you can just try my WhatsApp line. I'm going to leave my WhatsApp number here and do talk to me if you need anything. Please do enjoy your day further. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for tuning in, and I will try to make another episode maybe by Saturday morning. Thanks again and enjoy your day. Bye.